So what we're doing today is we're going ahead and upgrading a little bit of our AV bay for our rocket. Now, first sled I'm going to show you is going to be in our eventual soon to becoming dual deploy attempt, and also some of the tutorial of me like building that for the first time. And after that, I'll show you what the same electronics look like that are going to fly in our rocket that's never going to do dual deploy. It's just going to be single deploy, but we're going to use all the same AV stuff to give us a whole bunch of cool data. So anyway, here you go. All right, so now what you can see here, what we're looking at is our featherweight GPS system. Now this cool little chip hooks up to a ground unit, which I have, but I don't have it right in front of me. But that's all right, because really all I need to show you is that, that hooks up to this LiPo battery right here, hooks right into that plug. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take that, we're gonna wrap it around underneath on the other side eventually. I'm gonna get some Velcro, or might even just use masking tape to wrap that up. Probably Velcro, it's more permanent, but I'll have to do some surfacing to make that better stick to the actual wood here. Now, we already had this, and this went in our initial level 1 cert, but what I've decided to do was upgrade a little bit to this. Now, don't mind my crude drawing here. That's just me mapping out where everything was going to go. Now, to give you an idea what this is from the same company, Featherweight, but it is what's called the Blue Raven altimeter. Now, this syncs with and pairs with some of the extra features on the phone app, and regardless, gives you pluggable and takeable data on your computer about flights. Now, this is going to be cool because not only does it allow us to use this in our dual deploy setup, and this has all of our neat little hookups that we need for dual deploy, as you can see here. And then this is the little power perch. It's an additional piece that extends this out a bit and allows us to use a LiPo battery, little one that hooks in here, and gives us some attach points for the sled I was going to use. Now, neatest thing about all this is that it's going to give us a lot of really cool acceleration, apogee data, everything that we really want to know during a flight. And I can preset this even just using the app, not just to do ground testing, but to set up these channels to, when it registers a certain altitude, deploy our second chute in our dual deploy rocket. So that's going to be the goal, and that's what's going to be fun. Now, while this is going to be going in our newer rocket that's thinner, faster, it's going to go really high, and then hence why the sled is so small, okay, and had to really form fit that in there. How am I going to get all this to fit inside of our original rocket, which is single deploy, doesn't have an AVBA, all that kind of stuff? Well, you can see the nose cones here. I got an extra one just in case I mess up. But from Inverted Pursuits Lab, I got this neat little thing. So this actually allows you to burrow a hole into your nose cone, okay? And then what you do is you epoxy insert this, okay? And that, you see there, it's threaded. And you can thread in this sled here. Now, in order to have it be easy to use with some of the pieces I already had, I'm going with some heavy duty like industrial Velcro to hold this on here, which will already hold our GPS and with its antenna as such, and then loop and hold the battery behind it. And then on the other side, what I'm going to do is I'm going to really just keep this on the sled here. And there's a couple bolt points that I'm going to use to screw into here, maybe do another one. That way it's not perfect in terms of ease of transition from rocket to rocket, but reasonably so. So anyway, stay tuned. We're gonna, in the coming days, we're gonna really try our attempt at this. Hopefully it goes okay. And I've got some weights here because first I'm gonna go to the simulator and make sure that the added weight of this in this doesn't make anything wrong in terms of our flights. So anyway, enjoy.